Hi friends, I'm Felicia. Welcome here. Got a haircut today, so the bangs are back. I missed them, so I thought my hair looked really good, and I was like, I need to film a video for you guys. And I've been wanting to film a book haul. I don't often do book hauls, but I felt like I wanted to because I had Christmas books and stuff. So we'll start with books that were not Christmas presents. Books that I bought for Christmas for myself. You know, you buy people books for Christmas and you always gotta throw one in there for yourself. I ordered a few books from Thrift Books. So the first one that I got is Dave Cooks the Turkey by Stuart McLean. And I only got this because this is the only Stuart McLean book that I don't own. And it is, where are my Stuart McLean books? Here. This is in Christmas at the Vinyl Cafe, but I don't know. I wanted to see it. It's, you know, the little thing. I wanted to see if it was different. It has some illustrations. This is Dave's turkey cooking tools. Oh my word. I didn't even look at this. Hilarious. But yeah, so I got that. I don't know if I'll keep it. Maybe I'll give it away to someone next year. And then I got two Advent books that I have had on my wish list for a while, and I decided just to get them from Thrift Books. And the one that I read this year was Watch for the Light. And this is compiled by Charles Moore or something. That's what it says on Goodreads. Anyway, so I got this one. And then this one, Goodness and Light. So they're both... Are they published by different publishers? I don't know. Whatever. They look like they go together, don't they? So there are these, and then there are Lent ones as well. That kind of go along. And it's just like selected readings from different authors. And there's one for every day of Advent through Epiphany, which I like. So, indeed. I got them, and the one that I read this year was good. I'm explaining too much. Okay, then I did a book outlet order specifically for my book club book, and then I ordered like copies for everyone in my book club, and we read it already. And that's The Woman in the Green Dress by Taya Cooper. And this is historical fiction set in 1850s Australia, and then 1918, starting in London and then going to Australia as well. And I gotta say, I'll talk more about it in my wrap up when I talk about it, but the consensus was that this book actually could have been at least 100 pages longer, maybe even 200. So there's that. And it's published by Thomas Nelson, but it's just a clean book. It's not a Christian book. And then I got this book, which is The Life of Our Lord by Charles Dickens. And I just like have no idea what this book even is. I never heard about it before, but apparently Charles Dickens wrote like letters or no, what? In this, I'll just read the thingy. In this charming, simple retelling of the life of Jesus Christ, adapted from the Gospel of St. Luke, Dickens hoped to teach his young children about religion and faith. Since he wrote it exclusively for his children, Dickens refused to allow publication. For 85 years, the manuscript was guarded as a precious family secret and was handed down from one relative to the next. When the last living child of Dickens died, then they were allowed to publish this book. So, interesting. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading that. It's a little thing. And then I got this book, which is Good Tidings of Great Joy. And this is just... Did I talk about this in my last video? Anyways, if you didn't watch that one, and I can't remember, I think I did. Anyways, this is just the Christmas story taken from all of the different sections in the Bible where they talk about the birth of Jesus, etc. Some, not all prophecies, but some prophecies that have to do with him. And they've laid it out in this book that's just kind of like a storybook. So like they've taken out the chapter and verse divisions and kind of laid it out in a more streamlined manner, but it is just words from the Bible. They haven't added or taken away any words. And then and the illustrations are beautiful. Dang, I just really enjoyed reading this. Even though this is very North America Christmas centric, Northern Hemisphere. I just realized like the Christmas trees, it's very North America. Northern Hemisphere. And then it also came with this little card that's an Advent calendar. And it just has these little pages that pop open and there's like a verse in there. So that was nice too. I forgot that I had it most of the time, but it was nice. So I will tuck it back in here for when I read it again next year. And then I did a order from christianbook.com because I was ordering a bunch of books on Black Friday for my father-in-law for Christmas. And I got 2 for myself. The first one is just this tiny little pocketbook. I'm so dumb. I did not realize this was a pocketbook. Is God Speaking to Me by Lisa Turkhurst. I promise I have learned how to speak English. Just this tiny thing. The fact that it was 99 cents should have given it away, huh? So I threw that in there. And then I got this book, Liturgy of the Ordinary by Tish Harrison Warren, which is a book that I have been wanting to read for quite a few years. And it's just kind of, I think, what it says on the label. She's just talking about like connecting, I think, like the traditional Christian liturgy with like the everyday. So I'm looking forward to reading this. That's something I want to learn more about. So there's that. I mean, yeah, sacred practices in everyday life. I think you can suss it out from that. And then I ordered a book for Christmas that didn't come in time. That's okay. I saw it. I was watching a Vlogmas video. And it was This Little Wonderful Life. She's a vlog channel. She talks about books, but she's not like a booktube channel. She's just kind of like a vlog channel. And she lives in England, in Kent. Sorry, I just kicked you. And then she showed this book and I immediately hopped on Book Depository and ordered it, and it only came after Christmas. So I will have it for next Christmas now. And that's Dickens at Christmas. And like, first of all, look at that. Beautiful. And like, this is a chunky chunk. It's just a plain book. The end covers are nice. And this is just like everything that Charles Dickens wrote that's Christmassy. So there's a chapter from the Pickwick Papers, and then there's the Christmas books. So we have A Christmas Carol, The Chimes, The Cricket on the Hearth, The Battle of Life, The Haunted Man, and The Ghost Bargain. And then the next section says From Household Words. What's Household Words? I don't know. Is that another one of his books? A Christmas Tree, A Christmas Dinner, What Christmas Is as We Grow Older, The Seven Poor Travelers. Then From a Round of Stories by the Christmas Fire, The Poor Relation Story, The Child Story. And then From Another Round of Stories by the Christmas Fire, The Schoolboy's Story, and Nobody's Story. So, I'm looking forward to reading all these. I have read, obviously, A Christmas Carol, and I've read The Chimes as well. But yeah, oh, look at the back. And it even has like, can you see that? Pretty. Okay. I should actually hurry up because I need to make supper. It's almost 6 o'clock and Chris is on his way home from work. So, anyways, and then, okay. So then, Christmas presents. But I still have a few, actually, no. I bought myself a few more books. After Christmas, I went, Chris and I went shopping with one of my friends. We went to Chapters. No, we went to Indigo, which is the same, but Indigo. And Chris needed to pick up a gift for our nephew yet. because we were having our family Christmas later, like on the 30th. Anyways, so we went to Chapters, and then of course I bought some books that I've really been wanting, and I was hoping I would get them for Christmas, but I didn't, so I bought them for myself. So I got Iron Gold by Pierce Brown, which is book 4 in the Red Rising saga, which is actually funny. Oh, my book is up there. But I just finished reading Morning Star, and that's book 3. And on Morning Star, it says, because it was the original hardcover, and it says a novel in the finale of the Red Rising trilogy. Anyways, and now it just says a Red Rising novel, because I think now there's 7. And maybe there will be 8. I don't know. He can keep going as far as I'm concerned, because they're brilliant. So this is number 4. Anyways, then I got CloudCuckoo Land by Anthony Doerr. I'm very excited to read this book. Absolutely love Anthony Doerr's writing. And this one sounds like sci-fi and historical fiction-y. It sounds like there's maybe time travel. I don't know. But I'm so excited to read this. One time I picked it up and I read the first chapter and I was like, I want to keep reading, but I also only want to buy the paperback. So I've been waiting for the paperback to come out, literally. So there's that. And then I got Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Also, I've been waiting for the paperback to come out to buy this. Do I need to tell you? It's sci-fi about maybe someone in space. You think? So yeah. Then Christopher did very well. He gave me a stack of books for Christmas. So I don't really have them in any order, but I'll start with these. So he got me the 2 books by Debbie Tung that I didn't already own. So I got Quiet Girl in a Noisy World, which I had read before, and then her newest one, Everything is Okay, which I hadn't read. Had not read. That was grammatically correct. Anyways, so I love her books. They're wonderful. This one is very cute and cozy. This one isn't as cozy because it starts off with her living with depression and realizing that she has depression, and then kind of her therapy and treatment, healing journey through depression and getting out on the other side to a better place. So yeah, at first it's like, whew, this is heavy, but it does get better. So if you're not in a good place to read about that, don't read it. But if you can handle it knowing that it gets better, not the whole book is like that, then yeah, go ahead and read it. But if you're, yeah, I said it, I don't need to say it again. So we got me those, and then the rest of them, it was very much a non-fiction theme. So on top of the pile, All Along You Were Blooming by Morgan Harper Nichols. I've really enjoyed her poetry and her art on Instagram, so I'm excited to have this book. Just beautiful. I find her poetry very comforting. So yeah, but like, love her art style and her use of color, so I'm looking forward to reading that. Then I have A Rhythm of Prayer, which is edited by Sarah Bessie, and it's a collection of meditations for renewal. So I don't know, I think I heard about this book and like I just added it to my wish list. So I don't know, maybe there's like prayers and poems and stuff. I don't know what's in here. But looking forward to reading it. Then I got 10 Words to Live by Jen Wilkin. Delighting in and doing what God commands. So it's about the 10 Commandments. I really enjoy Jen Wilkin. All of a sudden my mouth wasn't going to say that. But I really enjoy the books of hers that I've read. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. This is her latest one. Then I got a book that I have read before, which is Walking on Water by Madeleine Lingle, and this is reflections on faith and art. And as a Christian who also, I don't consider myself an artist, I consider myself a creative. I found that really inspiring, and did almost start to consider myself an artist when I read it. So maybe if I read it again, I would consider myself an artist. I don't know. Yeah, I really liked it, and I really want to read it again. So I'm happy to have that in my collection. Then he got me Holy Noticing by Charles Stone. The Bible, Your Brain, and the Mindful Space Between Moments. And it says, blah, blah, blah. Learn what the Bible, church history, and neuroscience have to say about a mindful lifestyle, and discover practical, manageable tools for practicing it in your own life. That sounds excellent to me, so I'm excited to read this. And then he got me The Lazy Genius Kitchen by Kendra Adachi. I follow her on Instagram. I don't really listen to her podcast. I'm not a podcast person. I've said this before. But I follow her on Instagram, and I think she's funny and hilarious. And so this is not like a recipe book, but it's about like lazy geniusing your kitchen, your meal routines, etc. So, I really need to read this. As I'm sitting here with Chris on his way home from work, it's 6 o'clock. I don't know what I'm going to make for supper. Me and the kitchen have a complicated relationship. Cooking is not my favorite activity. It takes away from my reading time. Anyway, so those are all the books that Chris got me for Christmas. So that was very nice. It's a very good pile. I think he chose well. I'm very excited to read all those books. And then my sister-in-law, we do Secret Santa with both sides of our family. But my sister-in-law, who's married to Chris's brother, it's not relevant to you anyways. She gave me the first 3 books of the Stormlight Archives. So we have The Way of Kings, Words of Radiance, and Oathbringer. So I'm set with the Sanderson for a while. Yeah. And I wasn't sure what I was going to read next. If I was going to read these, I was going to continue on with Wax and Wayne. Now I have all of them, so I still don't know. And then we did also bought into the Secret Sanderson novel Kickstarter, just the ebooks, because we did not have $100 to get the books shipped. Was it $100 every time? No, that would be stupid. But anyways, it was like ridiculous. Anyways, to get it shipped to Canada with an exchange and everything. So we went the ebook route. That was only $50. And so I currently am reading book number 1, Tress of the Emerald Sea, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. Chris already finished it. So that's the Sanderson that I chose, was that one. And now I actually feel like I need to read Elantris before the next one comes out, when I don't own Elantris. But someone on Goodreads was saying that you should be familiar with Elantris and Mistborn. So Mistborn, yeah. Elantris, no. Just because there are things that you might not appreciate fully. That's all. Yeah, so I don't know. So that's not part of my book haul anymore. And I literally just have been sitting here and rambling for 20 minutes. So those are all the books that I acquired around Christmas time and recently. Tress. But yeah, so if you've read any of these books, I would love to know your thoughts. And if there's any in this pile that you think I should read first. Let me know also if you got any books that you were really excited about for Christmas, or if you gifted them to yourself. Yeah, that's it. So I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying what you're reading, and until next time, so long and thanks for all the fish.